No Excuse: The Power of Self-Discipline. Written by a New York Times bestseller author Brian Tracy. Part 19, Chapter 10, Self-Discipline and Business. The quality of self-denial is the pixel of a longer-term goal, and indeed the willpower to maintain that level of self-denial is an excellent training for the bathroom, said by Johnny Vinny. Most people will work in for a business or own a business is the process is their lifetime. The achievement of business success demands high levels of discipline from you in every area of business activity, both large or small. Without self-discipline and self-control in business, no success is possible. There is no area to activity that demands a more self-discipline than sitting and operating a successful business in your current economy. The first law of economics is security. As a rule, there is never youth of anything for everyone who went it. Especially there are never your customer for you to sell everything you want to sell. There are never your sales revenues to help you achieve your financial goals. There are never satisfied profits and enable you to expand as much as you want. Especially there are never your good people to work with and for you to help their archive your business goal. The law of competition. The first law of economics is security. Then the first law of business is competition. It requires determination, focus, and discipline to do things necessary to attract a source of money of customer to add purchasing your product or services. To the only survive but also thrive, you must compete continuously against all the other users of the same amount of money that you want to search for what you sell. The first discipline of business success is that you offer a product or service that people want, need, and will pay for at a price they will accept, a price that is competitive with every other businesses that want some customer dealer. You must be completely honest with your product, service, and mix to ensure that is well structured in the current market. That is an area where false absence and incorrect collections can be lead to business failure. This answer is continuously changing as competition and customer testing also change. The customer is always right. Every week I speak to business people who are unhappy with their level of sales and profitability. They insist that their product or service is excellent, but that people should be buying from them in larger quantities. In each case, I have to point out of them that the only proof that their product or service is truly attractive or valuable is that people buy it willingly, and they buy it again and tell their friends to buy it as well. According to the experts, fully 70% of your business discuss with turn out into owning the fitness of time. And that is the average. When you are the new business person or starting a new business, you will be owning even more often. That means it is not unusual for an entrepreneur to be wrong 90% of the time in the beginning of his career. It requires determination to self-discipline and search or face the possibility that it could be wrong if your most searches advantages and benefits. Not the less, the discipline is the essential in your arguing, maximize your mistakes, creative losses, and redirect your records in the trade offering the customer more of the things that you really want, need, and the willing to pay for today. All business investment and business startups require the highest level of optimism You must believe in the future possibilities of your business along with your new products and service. You must have so much confidence in their marketability that you are willing to unpredictable financial risks to invest many hours, weeks, and even years to achieve your business's goals, and you must be do this all with no real granted of success. At that same time, you need a discipline to call off your confidence to remain objective and realistic. Overconfidence in business can be lead to business mistake, financial losses, and even bankruptcy. You must be better because of the aggressive and demanded nature of your competition in order to simply survive. You must discipline yourself to be equal to or better than your competitors. After all, your competitors get out of bed every morning thinking about how they can put you out of business. They want to take away your customers and your sales. They want to get your profits. They want as much of your business as they can possibly get. To increase your probabilities to success against such competition, you must make every effort to outthink them. When you start a business or a new venture within a business, you require to discipline to do your network thoroughly in advance. You create a complete business plan before you start opportunities, and you continue to update and receive the every year of then further. The discipline of advanced planning can slip and difference between success and failure. Challenge your acceptance. Most business ideas do not work, at least in their original form. As Peter Drucker said, aren't apprehensions lay at the root of every failure? A major reason for business failure is that business owners or executives rely on items that are not tested. They assure that if the product or service is excellent in competition with others, they assume that they can sell a significant number of those products or services and do so at the profit. They further assume that those profit will be sustained enough to make this investment of time to money more attractive than any other use of the same amount of the time and funds. All those items must be tested carefully before any incredible commitment is made. According to the main foundation of entrepreneurship, 95% of entrepreneurs and small businesses owners in America earn less than $50,000 per year. Why is this? It is not because they lack the energy, intelligence, or ability to earn more. The very fact that a person has the causes and readiness to start a new business means that he or she has above average levels of natural talent. The reason why so many entrepreneurs are unable and fail is that they lack discipline. They lack the discipline to carefully study every split of the business before committing to it. They lack discipline to test their attempts rather than jumping to conclusions and hoping for the best. Don't let this happen to you. Identify your ideal customer. You need discipline to identify and determine to your ideal customer, the exact person who can and will be buy your product or services in significant quantities, and the price you need to sense in order is justify going into the area of business in the first place. You need the discipline based on trial, error, and persistence to develop a marketing plan that generates a steady and predictable streams of new leads for your business. To market effectively, you must be clear about your competitive advantages and unique selling preparations. What is it about your product or service that makes it superior and more valuable for a customer and than any other similar product or services being offered today? You need the discipline to develop a complete sales system from beginning to end that converts qualified leads into sold customers. It is the amazing how many businesses just awesome that the product or services will sell items whether they have a superior sales system or not. Know your true cost. You need the discipline to determine expected cost of the proper pricing of your products and services. Walmart has become the biggest retailer in history recently because of its experience in this area. It's amazing how many businesses are selling products and services at a loss because they have never actually talented all the cost of bringing that the product or services to market in the first place. You have heard it, the old saying, we lost many of the every item we sell, but we try to make it up and value. Obviously, that's not possible. You need a quality control system in order to ensure that every product or services that is you sell of his highest quality that your customers are so satisfied they happily from buy you again and tell their friends. You need the discipline to develop a customer service policy on in which you treat your customer will that they become loyal to you and choose the over any your competitors. The purpose of a business is to please its customer. What is the purpose of a business? The purpose of a business is to keep a customer. In a cost-effective manner, profits are not the pressure of a business. Profits are the results of keeping a significant number of customers who yet a significant number of profits after all costs. What is the key measure of business success? The answer is a customer satisfaction. Every effort and activity your businesses must be attempt at significantly customers in a manner that is better than any other competitor. What is the measure of customer satisfaction? The answer is repeated businesses. It's only when customers buy from you again that you dominate that you have fulfilled the promise you made to again when you get them to purchase that first time at a release to satisfied customer requires on the truth, the time and expense and the sales of the behind now customer. All successful businesses really to repeated businesses, which is the possible only with high levels of customer satisfaction. That is a real discipline. What is the key to long-term profitability? The answer is recommendations and referrals. The ultimate question that determines the long-term success or failure of your businesses is, based on your experience with us, would you recommend to us to others? You can survive and thrive only when you majority of your customers are so happy with your products and services that they will encourage their friends and associates to buy from you as well. Since a referral from a satisfied customer is 10 times easier to sell to than a cold call, which means it costs only the treated as much. Referral business is the key to your future. You require transactional focus and discipline to develop and maintain customer services policies and cases people to buy from you, then recommend it to you, their friends. Set high standards. You require the discipline to set standards of excellent performance in every area of your businesses and then to continuously strive to get even better. You need a picture the cancel formula which stands for continuous and never-ending improvement. No matter how high your level of quality is today, you can never satisfy it. You must continuously be raising the bar on yourself and on everyone within your area of responsibility. You require the self-discipline to work long, hard hours to many months and even years to get the top in your businesses. The average entrepreneur, business owner, or self-made millionaire in America works 40 hours per week. Some entrepreneurs even work 70 to 80 hours per week at the first few years of building their businesses. You must be prepared to discipline yourself to put this amount of time and the level of hard work if you want to be the best and get to the top your field. Think about the solution. To succeed in business, you need the self-discipline to be productive rather than reactive. You need to focus on solutions rather than problems. You need a concentrate of the most important things you could possibly be doing every hours of every day rather than getting satisfied by low value or no value tasks and activities. Above all, you need the self-discipline to settle in the for long term, to develop a long-term perspective in your business life. Because of the industry of competition, it takes many years of discipline, effort, and you to become a business success, whether that is in your own businesses or working for someone else. There are not shortcuts, there are not two easy ways to get to top. There is only one way, and that is throughout hard work, discipline, and willpower. On average, it takes about 2 years to break even in a new business venture. It takes another 2 years of positive cash flow to pay back the money and prevent the first 2 years. It then takes another 3 years before you become truly successful. In addition, everything costs 2 years and must and takes 3 times as long. Based on 3 strategies, which should you start your own business or embark a new business venture? Because the time is going to pass anyway. After all, 5 years from now, you will be 5 years older, and then years from now, you will be then years older. At the end of the time, you will be either be part of the top of your field or still down among the 80% significant of every dollar and worrying our money every day. The choice is in yours. Discipline is the key. In the next chapter, you will learn discipline that controls the lifeboat of your businesses. Sales. In the final analytics, the Peter Drucker said, the purpose of a business is to create and keep a customer. I invite you to listen to the next chapter of this book. Thanks for listening.